Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How
morning,
is
sir.
everybody? Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, thank you.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
So today is the 5th day. Tomorrow will be the 6th day. Then we will have the last day. Then you will be very happy, है ना? Because every day when I ask you to come and join the session in the morning, you are like, oh, फिर से बुला लिया सुबह सुबह सोया था इतने अच्छे से और विवेकशाला सेशन के लिए बुला लिया सर ने. Is it so? और अरे सुबह सुबह जाना है विवेकशाला का सेशन है. कौन सी कंडीशन? What is your condition every morning? Vivekashala. Yeah. Oh, Vivekashala. Wow. Like Joy. Have you seen Joy? When Joy talks, hey, Vivu, it's Vivekashala session. Wow. Or either like, क्या समझूं मैं? ये सब. अच्छा, second one. Second one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Like Joy. Second one.
Excitement वाला.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. अच्छा. ठीक है. Great. Let others come. They are coming. आज हम लोग क्या करेंगे?
Sir, yoga meditation. Sir, yoga.
हा 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 हा. आज हम योगा नहीं करेंगे.
Sir, आसन.
नहीं करेंगे. क्या करेंगे बताओ?
विवेकशाला.
विवेकशाला. अच्छा, सब तो विवेकशाला ही है. Everything is विवेकशाला. Okay. चलो पहले तो हम लोग first we will discuss what we had just read. कौन बताएगा हमने क्या पढ़ा अभी? Who will share the meaning of this? Raise your hands. Okay. We have Swamya. सौम्या से पूछें? नहीं, सौम्या ने तो हैंड रेज ही नहीं किया है. आयुष से पूछते हैं.
Sir, Swami Vivekananda is trying to say, always take the position of a giver and never take and never return. Give everyone love, help, give service, and the little thing that you can do or give them. Keep you out better for everyone. Make no conditions that can make you bad. You know that God give us everything, so that is not with everyone. You should always give them.
Okay.
Certain.
Okay. Sanvi.
In the world, take always the position of the giver. मतलब कि जो दुनिया है वो जो देता है उसी के साथ रहती है. जो नहीं देता उसके साथ नहीं रहती है. Give everything and took no for. मतलब हमें देना चाहिए लेकिन रिटर्न का इंतजार नहीं करना चाहिए कि हमने कुछ दिया तो उसे भी उसके बदले में देना.
Okay.
हमें प्यार देना चाहिए, मदद देनी चाहिए और मतलब कि जो हम दे सकते हैं उसे देना है, मतलब
Okay.
कि जो भी छोटी से छोटी चीज है, लेकिन बाटर बिगेन रखना है, मतलब कि बाटर करते रहना है,
Okay.
कोई कंडीशन नहीं बनाना है कि वो हमें नहीं दे रहा तो हम भी ना दे।
Okay.
इससे एंड वन विल बी इम्पोज, हमें खुद की बाउंड्री देनी चाहिए, जैसे हमें गॉड देती है, मतलब कि जैसे गॉड हमें देती है हमें भी दूसरों को देना चाहिए।
Very good. Just want to make some correction. But keep out barter का मीन्स होता है कि keep barter away. Barter is a process. Barter, पता है आपको barter क्या होता है? किसी को पता है what is barter?
यस,
What is barter, सानी?
बाटर मतलब कि थिंग एक्सचेंज करना, थिंग
Yeah,
एक्सचेंज करना।
thing exchange करना. अच्छा, तो barter का मतलब होता है कि suppose I have something and you have something, then we will exchange that, right? I will give you that and you will give me that. So he's saying that give everything, give whatever you have, all little things, but keep out barter. Don't do barter. That means if you're giving it, then do not expect that the other person who is receiving it will also give you something back. Okay, so this is what he is trying to say. There should not be any condition. You should not impose any rules and regulation or any condition to your giving attitude. Now, where he says giving, what does that giving means? That we need to understand. कि हमें ये समझना चाहिए कि गिव का क्या मतलब है, कि क्या गिव करने को बोल रहे हैं, चॉकलेट गिव करने को बोल रहे हैं या अपना कोई ऐसा चीज गिव करने को बोल रहे हैं, क्या गिव करने को बोल रहे हैं, ये हमें अभी हम समझेंगे। अभी हम औरों से पूछते हैं, ठीक है? वेरी नाइस सानवी। आयुष्मान कुमार परिवर्तन, पवित्रन, सॉरी, आयुष्मान।
सर इसमें दे रहा है कि दुनिया में हमेशा देने वाले की पोजीशन लेनी चाहिए और कभी रिटर्न, और हमेशा हमें सब कुछ देना चाहिए लेकिन रिटर्न का नहीं वेट करना चाहिए। प्यार दे, हेल्प दे और सर्विस भी दे, जो भी छोटी सी छोटी चीज है वो सब दे, लेकिन बाटर को हम लोग कीप आउट करें।
ओके,
और कोई कंडीशंस भी नहीं बनाना है, जैसे कि जैसे कि बात जैसे जैसे कि अगर आप कुछ दे रहे हैं तो फिर दूसरे को आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि वो भी आपको कुछ दे, तो कोई कंडीशन नहीं बना और फिर कोई इम्पोज नहीं हो जाएगा। और जैसे भगवान हमें और हमें अपना खुद का जो बाउंटी है वो देना चाहिए जैसे भगवान हमें देते हैं।
वेरी गुड पवित्रन, सॉरी आई टुक योर नेम रॉन्गली। Okay, Rishit.
It's okay, sir. Everyone does like that.
Oh, everyone does that. They should not done.
Sir,
They
most
should,
of the
they should,
people.
they should read your name correctly and take it correctly. Rishit.
Yes, sir. सर
Yes.
सर मैं हिंदी में बताना चाहता हूँ।
अरे बिल्कुल बताओ।
सर दुनिया में हमेशा देने वाले का स्थान, मतलब स्वामी विवेकानंद ये कहना चाहते हैं कि सब कुछ दे दो और बिना किसी रिटर्न के दे दो। प्यार दो, मदद दो, सेवा दो, कुछ भी दे दो, लेकिन वस्तु विनिमय से दूर रहो। वस्तु विनिमय मतलब कि लाइक आदान प्रदान वस्तुओं से, उसको लाइक एक्सपेक्ट मत करो। फिर वो ये कहते हैं कि कोई शर्त ना रखे और किसी पर इसकी हिंदी किसी पर थोपा नहीं जाएगा। आइए हम अपनी उदारता से जैसे कि भगवान हमें देते हैं।
Very nice. बहुत अच्छा ऋषित।
Thank
By
you,
the
sir.
way, I really want all of you to understand this, okay? जैसे आप इसको बोलते हैं सभी लोग, जैसे आप लोग इसको पढ़ते हैं तो अब हम इन वर्ड्स को रिपीट करते हैं, तो हमको इनको रिपीट करते रहना है। अगर हमें समझ में नहीं आता है तो हम इसके मीनिंग ढूंढने की कोशिश करें, और इसको जैसे लिखा हुआ है वैसे पढ़ें पहले, उसके बाद हम उसको समझने की कोशिश करें व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही वांट्स अस टू डू। वेरी नाइस ऋषित। लेट्स गो टू नाउ लारिका।
सर, स्वामी विवेकानंद कह रहे हैं कि इस दुनिया में हमें हमेशा गिवर की पोजीशन रखनी चाहिए। हमें कभी किसी से लेना नहीं चाहिए। हमें सब कुछ दे देना चाहिए, लेकिन कभी किसी से रिटर्न के लिए उससे कुछ देखना नहीं चाहिए कि वो हमें हमेशा कुछ देगा। और हमें हमेशा लव, हेल्प, सर्विस, हर चीज देनी है जो हम दे सकते हैं, पर हमें बार्टर कीप आउट रखना है। और हमें कभी कंडीशंस नहीं बनानी है, जैसे कि अगर हम उसे कुछ दे रहे हैं तो जरूरी है कि वो हमें हमेशा कुछ देगा वापस रिटर्न में। तो इससे कोई भी इम्पोज नहीं होगा। ऐसे ही हमें अपनी खुद की बोंटी देनी चाहिए जो हमें भगवान ने दी है। थैंक यू।
Okay, great. Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
थैंक यू सर।
So here he is saying that let us in the world take away the position of the giver. Take always the position of the giver. Give everything and look for no return. Give love, give help, give service, give any little things you can, but keep out barter. Make no condition and none will be imposed. Let us give out our own bounty just as God gives to us. So it's a beautiful message he is trying to give. A message of seva, message of service, message of devotion, message of help, message of giving. That giving is when you give, then and you do not look for any return, that is true giving, that is true service, that is true seva. अभी हम लोग जैसे इस विवेकशाला में जो कुछ सीख रहे हैं, ओके, लेट्स से अगर हमें ये किसी को देने की जरूरत पड़े तो हम कोई भी बार्टर नहीं करेंगे। अच्छा ठीक है, मैं तुझे बताऊंगा कि मैं विवेकशाला में क्या करता हूँ, तू मुझे ये भी बता। वी हैव टू बी वेरी रेडी, डिवोटेड, full of help, full of service towards others. If whatever we are learning here, if you have to pass that knowledge to others, we should always be ready to do that. The way God gives us, because God does not give anything based on any condition, that if you do this, then you will get that. This is not the kind of condition God puts whenever it comes to giving human beings. बहुत कुछ हमारे आसपास है, हमारे पास है, लेकिन वो किसी कंडीशन पे बेस्ड नहीं है. We do good work without expecting any results and God will give us. So that is what he is trying to say. अगर आपके मुंह का निवाला जो होता है जब हम खाना खाते हैं, अगर वो भी कोई मांगे तो you give it away. ठीक है? That is what we have understood. And now,
Sir,
yes,
sir, I want to add an example.
yeah,
The beautiful quotation of Swami Vivekananda. So, I am giving only one example. The nature's law is always giving. Law of the nature is always giving. If we see the sun is giving us rays and lights, energy, and sun is nothing taking from us. And it is taking away the dirty smells, everything. And if we see the cow is giving us milk, the leather, everything is giving and taking nothing from us. And if we see the tree is giving us fruits, foods, and shelter, everything. But the law of the nature is always giving and giving. So I remember this example through this quotation.
Right. Exactly. Yes, this is a very right example. Now, one more thing I would like to show you, because Amal sir has given this example, so abhi, this is an appropriate thing to watch. Okay, I'll show you that. Swami Vivekananda's words only. So what he is saying here is also backed by this audio visual. Let me just share this again. Wait.
None is there but will be compelled, in the long run, to give up everything. And the more one struggles against this law, the more miserable one feels. It is because we dare not give, because we are not resigned enough to accede to this grand demand of nature, that we are miserable. The forest is gone, but we get heat in return. The sun is taking up water from the ocean to return it in showers. You are a machine for taking and giving. You take in order to give. Ask, therefore, nothing in return, but the more you give, the more will come to you.
So here he is saying that the more you give, the more will come to you, because it's a giving and taking is the inherent need of nature. Nature is just like that. We receive something from nature, but we think that nature is there to serve us. It's not that. You saw that the guy is taking the apple from the tree, but then another one is giving a tree back to nature. So it's like that. Everything around us is there for our consumption, but at the same time, we have to be ready to give something back to compensate that whatever we are taking. It's like sun takes water from the ocean, and then that water comes back to earth. So it's like whatever you are giving today will definitely come back to you. Okay, so that's why he's saying that have that attitude of giving always. Giving का attitude, service का attitude हमारा हमेशा रहना चाहिए. Selfishness should be avoided. Okay, we should not be selfish. We become selfless, where we think of others and we always be ready to sacrifice our own bounty for others, sacrifice our own comfort, sacrifice our own whatever we think that this is so important to us. We should always be ready to sacrifice that for service of others. That is the practicality of the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, service. And now with this thought, let us watch a movie on life of Swami Vivekananda. Okay? And this is about how in our last movie we saw that from his childhood days, when he was ready to go to his master and he started staying with him, and then from there his journey starts, his journey begins from a boy of Calcutta to a man who is going to become Swami Vivekananda. Okay, हमने लास्ट मूवी में क्या देखा था कि अभी वो अपने मास्टर से मिलने के लिए रेडी हैं. He is going to meet him and devoting his life, and now we will see how it all turned out and how he became Swami Vivekananda and the message of service that Swami Vivekananda gave to humanity and how others also got inspired. So the name of the movie is Kindled. Kindle means What do you mean by Kindle? किसी को पता है Kindle का मतलब? जिसमें पढ़ाई करते हैं वो Kindle नहीं. Kindle का मतलब क्या होता है? कोई बताएगा? Kindle. दिव्यांश. Yes, दिव्यांश.
सर शायद जो काइंड करता हो.
Okay. No, that's not the meaning of Prachi.
सर किंडर मीन्स किसी की पूरी मतलब वो कैसे बड़ा हुआ, फिर उसने किससे बात की, पूरा उस जैसे वो बड़ा हुआ उसका पूरे हमने जैसे मूवी में देखा वो.
Okay. Not exactly the meaning of kindled. Ayush.
Some people do not study.
Huh?
People don't study.
No, acha. Okay. No. Rishit.
Sir, Kindle, like you said, inspiring. Sir, Kindle is a meaning like to start a fire or to make something to like burn.
Very good. Yes, Rishit is right. He said that igniting fire. So kindle means it's like when you are having that energy and the inspiration, and then you are passing that to others. You yourself has that, and you are passing that power to others. It's like candle. When you have a candle, okay, igniting candle, and if you want to pass that flame to another candle, so you will just bring that candle, near and put like this, and now you have two candles. So it's like passing the power. So kindle means igniting the spark. Okay, so this movie is about how after meeting his master, how that energy, how that inspiration, how that knowledge got passed from his master to Swami Vivekananda through Narendranath, and he became Swami Vivekananda eventually. Otherwise तो वो हमारी तरह ही एक बच्चे थे जो बिल्कुल गुस्सा भी करते थे, मस्ती भी करते थे, खेलते भी थे, कूदते भी थे, ठीक है. लेकिन जब वो अपने गुरु से मिले तो वहां से उनके लाइफ में एक चेंज आया और वो फिर बने स्वामी विवेकानंद. ओके, ग्रेट. सो आई विल स्टार्ट दिस नाउ.
Darkness. Where does it all begin? Does it ever truly end? Is it born from the farthest reaches of endless space? Or do its wellsprings arise from even greater depths within? And yet, a tiny speck of light can illuminate its surroundings, daring the endless volume of darkness. The light of a single soul can spread light throughout the entire world. A single kindled soul. True or false, light is the radiant force of nature, and all of nature's creatures eternally
have sought its radiance and used its brilliance to illuminate their lives. Throughout the ages, man has harnessed the power of light to chart his course across the land and sea. Oh, in the endless reaches of thought. He has worshipped light in the temple of nature. Oh, in the structures built by the strength and skill of his mind and his hand. But what of the light within? What of the often invisible light of the kindled soul? Contrary to popular belief of the small speck of light growing more to eradicate the darkness, the Master always said, it's all light, and just a veil around the one that creates the darkness, which is a small speck formed amidst the light, the veil of ignorance. But one single touch of holiness, the veil is removed, and there is only light, absolute knowledge. Most importantly, his soul is best attuned to the spiritual vibrations of the Master's words. Where others read pages, he read volumes of the revelation of the life and gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. One day in Dakshineshwar,
God is not different from his name. Therefore, one should always repeat his name. God and his devotee are not separate from one another. So one should respect all saints and devotees. Realizing that this world belongs to the Lord, one should show compassion to all creatures. Compassion to all creatures. Compassion. Compassion to all creatures. Compassion for creatures? You fool! An insignificant worm crawling on earth, you to show compassion to others? Who are you to show compassion? No, it cannot be. Not compassion for others, but rather the service of living beings, recognizing them to be a veritable manifestation of God.
What a wonderful light I have discovered in those words of Master. The usual idea is that the practice of Vedanta demands a complete withdrawal from society and rooting out of sentiments as love, devotion and compassion. The spiritual seeker thinks them to be impediments to spiritual attainment. But from those words of wisdom that Master uttered explains the ideal of Vedanta can be practiced even at home. Whatever a man's vocation, let him understand and realize that it is God alone who has manifested himself as the world and created beings. He is both immanent and transcendent. It is he who has become all the diverse beings, objects of our love, respect, or compassion, and yet he is beyond all these. Such a realization of divinity in humanity leaves no room for arrogance. By realizing it, a man cannot be jealous of or have pity for any other being. Serving man, knowing him to be the manifestation of God, purifies the heart. And in a short time, the sannyasi realizes that he is a part of God, existence, knowledge, bliss absolute. There is no need to go anywhere when God Himself is manifesting in every form in front of you. What a grand, natural, and sweet synthesis. When time comes, I will reach every soul of the world at large with this grand truth.
Making this truth of service his prime promise, Naren starts his journey of his monk life. After the master left for his heavenly abode, giving Naren charge of the next generation, 12 young lads in their prime youth take up the vows of monkhood, renouncing the world. In such a dilapidated house in Baranagar area of Calcutta, they start staying together, living a life of austerity. Meanwhile, Naren, still with his promise of service in his heart, is on his way to the mutt with the day's alms in his bag.
Apple.
Bishu! Oh, Bishu! Come home! Hurry up! There's a storm coming! I'm coming, dear. Don't cry. Bishu, where is the food? We need food. Oh, no. Don't cry, baby. Don't cry.
Leave it! Leave it! Leave it! No! Don't worry, Bishu. We'll get by.
Alms collected by a sannyasi can help feed a family as well? Be careful.
Who are you?
Bile. If I had more left, I would have given you two. I'm so helpless. And again, I'm responsible for all these young monks who left their home and staying in the monastery. I've already given away their dinner. God, how can I help our people when even my brother disciples have nothing to eat?
Has Naren arrived yet with any grains? Oh, there he is. My God, you're all drenched. Here, wipe it off before you catch a cold. By the way, did you get some alms today?
No, Shashi. I mean, yes. I had, but there was this poor family along the riverbank and...
As we suspected. Again. Well, we need to look out for something then. Friends, now I must rush. I need to arrange for the daily worship. Right. Now I think we both must join in the evening worship.
Swami Jai Shiv
Until recently, I've been concerned about the stability of our monastery. But now, thanks to our sturdy backbone, Shashi, I believe it is time for me to start my travel phase as a monk. Flowing water and a wandering monk do not get dirty. I must see what is happening everywhere in our great, rich and impoverished country. Walk its alleyways and highways, villages and cities, that I may become one with our people, the powerful and the weak, the self-satisfied as well as the wise, and especially those whose daily existence is a struggle between life and death. At last, the land of the mighty Shiva, with the most sacred of the water body Ganga flowing, which can purify even the dirtiest entity with its mere touch. To add more is the rising sun god.
Have a dip and come for a puja, sir. Mother Ganga will wash away all your sins. Coming in a moment, Panditji. So be it. Sister, give something in the name of God. He will bless you. Please give something in the name of God, sister. He will bless you.
You know what I think? I think that God does not bother with people like us.
What else can we do? We have to survive.
It's true. You know, my house was washed away by the river. We went to the zamindar to ask for help.
Did he?
Our harvest was stored in his granaries. But when we were unable to give him money to buy back what was already ours, he turned us away. We were forced to leave our village and seek work elsewhere.
And then?
My wife and daughters died along the way. Alone, I reached this holy place. A damaged man, barely able to walk.
Yeah. This is the best sweet in town. Who's the lucky one who will get it? My prince. Not me. Watch.
Oh Lord, how may I be an instrument of protection and blessing to your people? Touch me with your wisdom, that I may do thy will.
Traveling few parts of North India, he along with Gangadhar arrive at Nainital. He has some unique ideas. Gangadhar is ordered to take the normal path, while he himself takes the path through the hills. On the way, he gets to see how poverty has engulfed the hills too. His heart wrenches out, but he can do little as a penniless monk. Here at Kakrighat, they meet again. Only to move forward to Almora. He is a man on a mission. Even the dangers of the wild cannot hold him back. He is in deep thought of how to help the poor masses, and so he keeps praying to the Almighty. While his own sister is burnt to death. More than the grief and loss of his own, he thinks of the millions of helpless women and is determined to uplift the tortured women of the country. With increasing promises in heart, he moves on to Dehradun and back to Rishikesh, where he almost faces death.
Get up. You have a lot to do. Arise. There is no time to rest.
He has a lot to do indeed, in a nation where people cannot afford a pyre for the dead. The promises are building up many folds, but he is helpless. Even the high walls of the country's defense could not stop the evil invasion in every form. What is worse is the evil in-house. The greed for material power has distorted religion, turning brothers against brothers. What can he do? He is so helpless. The walled city of Alvar has always protected its subjects from foreign assault. But unfortunately, it incubated poverty inside. Yet, the country's poor masses have been generous owing to its age-old tradition. He has to come back as a savior for the upliftment of these people.
God, please show me the way. How can these masses be risen? How can I touch millions in a lifetime? What can a penniless monk do to solve their perennial need?
His pain has grown like Neelkant himself, as if the venom of the ills of the country is stuck in his throat. A shower-deprived landmass, but more so, deprived people. Only a shower big enough can help them not dry up. Shower of fortune, shower of knowledge, shower of blessings.
Yes, kings can. If I can influence the kings, a larger mass can be benefited. I can reach many through one.
But how could he do that? Where can he find kings? Nature must lead him there. This is where he meets Diwan Faiz Ali, a lawyer.
Swamiji Maharaj, may I make a suggestion?
Please.
As a bachelor, I live alone in a spacious bungalow. And if you would consent to join me in this comfortable and weatherproof home, I would feel greatly blessed.
I would be honored.
And this is where he meets Munshi Jagmohan Lal, the minister to the king of Khetri.
Nothing is unclean.
And who can avoid getting influenced by Swami Vivekananda?
Brahman manifests in all. Shiva, Allah, Buddha, all are but names of the one God.
Swamiji, I would be honored if you could come with me as my guest to meet my lord, Raja Ajit Singh. Swami Vivekananda, I bid you welcome. Swamiji, forgive my rashness.
Here they discuss many things from the meaning of life to education. When he starts narrating the life of Sri Ramakrishna, nectar falls from his lips, and the king gets soaked in its spiritual senses.
Swamiji, if you will honor me with your presence in my princely state of Khetri, I shall serve you wholeheartedly.
Your Highness, I shall be glad to accompany you and visit your kingdom for a time.
Swamiji, I am fortunate for the many blessings that you have brought to our kingdom. Your piercing intellect and lofty consciousness prompts me to humbly propose that of the different names which you are known, you henceforth take Vivekananda as your ongoing monk name.
O King, henceforth Vivekananda I shall be.
Naren, who is now known as Vivekananda, has not left any stone unturned to fulfill the promise. He gives the same knowledge to kings and other influential people so that they in turn can benefit the masses to a larger extent. And in this way, the philosophy of service is spread far and wide.
What a disgrace. And they invited me to represent Hinduism in the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. Only if they knew about the most able man. Swamiji, you must visit the Parliament of Religions as a delegate from India. You are the only one who can do justice to the whole affair. Please, think about it, Swamiji.
I will give it a thought. If Master guides me, I will be there, for sure.
Please give it a positive thought, O learned one. The whole world deserves to get the knowledge of Vedanta. And in the meanwhile, let this servant of yours carry on the profound philosophy of service in your name.
The monk is yet to see the last part of the country with his own eyes. So he carries on his travel, his grief, casting on his soul the pain of 1 million Indians living a life of disgrace. Unable to bear the sight of his own helplessness to support them, drives him to knock on the door of the Mother Goddess.
Who will raise those masses? Who will give them bread? Show me your mother, how I can help them. Please show me, mother. Please show me.
Monk! Noble sir! 2 paisa only to take you to the holy rock. Okay. 1 paisa? No, sir, you don't want to do that. I am not joking. There are sharks. The deadly currents will sweep you halfway to Ceylon. Come back, please. Come back. Sir, come back before the ocean claims you for its own.
Mother, I swore to walk from one end of India to the other to see all your children. And so, I have walked to the north, to the east, and to the west. But now it appears I must swim to the south to reach this last holy rock.
Oh my God!
Mahadevaya Omkaraya Namaha.
What will be next?
Sitting on the last rock of the country for 3 days together, he starts analyzing organically and synthetically the state of the nation from his glorious past to the degraded present.
Today, India has been thrown from the pinnacle of glory to the depths of degradation. Religion is not the cause of India's downfall, but the fact that true religion is nowhere to be followed. Not Bengal, Maharashtra or Punjab alone that needs to be given a thought, but of India and the life of India. India shall rise only through a renewal and restoration of that highest spiritual consciousness that has made her at all times the cradle of the nations and cradle of the faith. The pinnacle of glory lies in the restatement of the culture of the seers. Religion, when lived, is the most potent of all forces. I hit upon a plan.
peninsula, it's the destiny of RMS Empress of India to carry him to the shores of Canada. From Canada, he reaches the city of Chicago, where the Great World Fair is taking place. This is the fair which is the fulcrum of change of the new world. New ideas debuting here today are destined to stay for years to come. So is this young monk. But destiny had a different plan, I believe.
Mr. Bonney, you are to be congratulated on the incredible success of this magnificent Parliament of Religions.
Not things but men, not matter but mind, has been our motto for more materialistic aspects of the exposition. And I'm hoping, Reverend Burroughs, that your Parliament of World Religions will provide an even more compelling illustration of this theme.
As do I. But I must confess, I've had trouble finding an appropriate representative from one of humanity's abiding faiths.
And that is?
Hinduism. This venerable religion has been the guiding star for millions of souls for over 3,000 years. And yet...
A suitable spokesman has not been found?
Excuse me, sir. Can you please direct me to the parlor of Reverend Burroughs? Or the office of the Parliament of Religions?
Entschuldigung, ich kann Sie nicht verstehen. Slender.
In truth, my esteemed friend, Professor John Henry Wright of Harvard University has made the acquaintance of a certain Swami Vivekananda, lately arrived in Boston from Bombay, India, a Hindu savant who he describes as, and I quote, more learned than all of our learned professors put together.
Well then, our problems are solved.
Sir, can you tell me...
Was will aus dieser Welt? Aus Länder, soweit das Auge sehen kann.
Unfortunately, not. The Swami should be here by now. Our deadline is fast approaching, and no matter how brilliant he may be, if he arrives too late...
Our Parliament may lose a guiding star it can ill afford to miss.
Sir, do you understand English?
Of course I do. We are in America, aren't we?
Indeed we are. In that case, can you direct me to the office of a hotel? I have just arrived from the railway station and I'm completely lost.
Hotel? Railway station? Lost? No problem. Go down the street a little bit, then turn left. One more turn, right, and there you are. Where you want to be exactly. No problem at all.
Thank you so much, kind sir. I'm pleased to have made your acquaintance.
Heinrich, heute hast du jemandem gut getan. Aber ich frage mich, warum hat die freundliche Junge so spät in der Nacht sein Hotel verlassen und sucht den Bahnhof? Wäre ich in seiner Stelle gewesen, hätte ich es ganz umgekehrt getan. Naja, jeder für sich selbst.
The railway station again? Oh, the kind gentleman thought I needed a train. God bless him. Thank you, Divine Mother, for the lovely hotel room you have reserved for me. Please grant your son a peaceful rest. A lake nearby. Perhaps I'll find help in that direction.
I'm not taking any penny less to anywhere. So do not look at me like that, eh?
Excuse me, ma'am. By any chance, do you speak English?
Hey, try anything funny, mister, and I'm calling the police!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. For the simple life of a wandering monk. When all I possessed was my staff, my bowl, and the robe on my back. This new world is far more demanding. Can you please tell me where I can find the home of Reverend Barrows? Or possibly help me with a drink of water?
Well, I don't know the Barrows household, but if it's water you want, try the lake. Though drinking it might make you sick, huh?
Is this how my journey ends? From triumphant beginnings to an uncomfortable perch, alone and lost. If it is God's will, then regardless of my small opinion, all must be well.
Excuse me if I'm disturbing you, sir, but might you be a delegate to the World's Parliament of Religions?
Ladies and gentlemen, thus far we have heard from numerous representatives of the great religions, representing the highest aspirations of millions of the citizens of our world. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Swami Vivekananda, representing the Hindu religion from far off India.
please, allow me to speak the wisdom these good people are waiting to hear. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. I will quote to you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. As the different streams, having their sources in different places, mingle their waters in the sea, so, Lord, the different paths which men take, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to Thee. But I fervently hope that the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecutions with the sword or the pen, and of all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal.
Mr. Kananda! Get used to all these sounds coming from all across. Now you're the guiding star to millions of Americans, especially the fairer sexes. But I must say, your philosophy is the need of the time, always in time. Oh well, we've reached our destination for the night. I'm sure you'll like the most well-known hospitality of Mrs. Lyon.
Oh my God! I just cannot believe my eyes. He is here. I am so very glad, Mr. Vivekananda, that you have accepted our invitation to stay over at our place. Oh, thanks a lot, Mr. Burroughs, for keeping your promise. Oh, please come in.
Good night, both of you.
Good night to you too, Mr. Burroughs.
Good night. We'll look forward to meet you tomorrow.
Let me show you to your room, Mr. Vivekananda. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, you were fabulous today at the Parliament. I really liked the different rivers joining together part. Oh, this way, please. Is it true that the Hindu philosophy is more than 5,000 years old? I would like to know more about India and its culture. Oh, God, I am so thrilled. Oh, please forgive me for going on and on. I've been a very inattentive host. You must be extremely tired.
I'm enjoying listening to you, and honored to know that you have keen interest to know about the nation I come from.
I've heard the story from Mrs. Hale about your long months of struggle to reach here. But now you can leave aside your worries and rest peacefully this night. Tomorrow is again a long day in the Parliament. I wish you a good night's sleep.
I wish you a good night too, madam. Oh, Mother, what do I care for name and fame when my motherland remains sunk in utmost poverty? To what a sad pass have we poor Indians come when millions of us die for want of handful of rice, while here in the New World, millions are spent upon personal comfort and luxury. Who will raise those masses? Who will give them bread? Show me, oh Mother, how can I help them? Show me, oh Mother, how can I help them? Yet we must do good. The desire to do good is the highest motive power we have. If we know all the time that it is a privilege to help others. Do not stand on a high pedestal and take 5 cents in your hand and say, "Here, my poor man." But be grateful that the poor man is there, so that by making a gift to him, you're able to help yourself. It is not the receiver that is blessed, but it is the giver. Be thankful that you are allowed to exercise your power of benevolence and mercy in this world, and thus become pure and perfect.
While he's doing the tremendous task of spreading the philosophy of service and collecting money bit by bit for the poor mass back in his country, he realized that the materially mighty Western society is in deep need of spiritual knowledge. This is what he can give back to them. The news of his success reaches the land of India. Indians across the country are rejoicing in the success of Swami Vivekananda. The learned are proud, but the masses are hopeful of the emergence of their savior. In comes the instruction from the savior with a message of service.
Day by day, I'm feeling that the Lord is with me, and I'm trying to follow His direction. His will. We will do great things for the world, and for the sake of doing good, and not for name and fame. Ours not to reason why, ours but to do and die. Love the poor, love the miserable, the downtrodden, and the Lord will bless you. Be fearless, Lord is with you. Dear Shashi, sitting on the last rock of the country in Kanyakumari, I realized that we monk moving around and spreading metaphysics to masses is of no use until we can feed them with real food first. As Master said, an empty stomach is no good for religion. Think few sannyasis, instead of personal spiritual upliftment, are traveling from village to village, carrying maps, camera, globe, etc., educating people. In fact, if the mountain does not come to Muhammad, Muhammad must go to the mountain. Dear Gangadhar, I am glad to know that you are doing well in Khetri. Go and spread the words of service amongst the kings of Malsisar, Alsisar and all other small towns around. Sitting around will not help. Work is worship. Go to the houses of all poor and untouchables of Khetri and educate them. Help them help themselves. The saffron cloth of a monk signifies sacrifice. put everything at stake in the name of good of mankind. Our religion says mother to be a form of God, father to be a form of God. I say the destitute, the untouchables, the deprived are the form of God. Worship them, serve them.
Swamiji, you've shown us the real meaning of life. Please, let me know what I can do for you.
Love India.
Seems America is in love with India.
His quest to spread the words of service has now traveled from the United States of America to Great Britain. Many people have found their goal of service and joined him to fulfill his promise. One such who will lay her life keeping that promise is this young, vibrant lady, Margaret Noble.
I'm hearing the call of my country, and I must return.
Swamiji, have you considered my request to go to India with you? I want to serve the people there.
As I have said before, Miss Noble, there will be a time when India will need you as well. But for now, we must move before it rains.
Swamiji, please place your first step on my head before you touch the Indian soil.
His Highness, I am touched by your gesture. But, O King, your head should only touch the feet of Lord Rameshwaram the Almighty. And now, please take me to him, so that I can place my head on his feet. It is in love that religion exists, and not in ceremony. In the pure and sincere love in the heart. Unless a man is pure in body and mind, his coming into a temple and worshipping Shiva is useless. External worship is only a symbol of internal worship. But internal worship and purity are the real things.
We are gathered here to present an address of welcome to Swami Vivekananda, a man in a million, verily a prince among men.
I come before you, my brothers and sisters, not as a sannyasi nor a preacher, but as the same local boy that you used to know. The Parliament of Religions may have been a great affair, but it was only
And that's it for the day. I know you guys are enjoying it, so you want to watch it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just
Sir.
15,
Sir.
20 something minutes or more. So it will take more time. We can watch it tomorrow. Shall we? No, लिख रहे हैं सब.
No, sir.
Why?
No, sir.
देखो
I'm
कितना.
enjoying the movie.
Sir.
हाँ?
Sir, we all are enjoying the movie.
You all were enjoying it. You want to watch it? Everyone?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If everyone is saying then only.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will take much time, and our time is already over.
What did you say?
Sir, our time is already over. It's up to now.
Yes. Yes, we can watch it tomorrow.
Sir, we will watch it tomorrow morning session. Okay, fine.
Sir, the movie becomes much less. It's already over, so nothing matters.
सर हाँ अभी समा बंद गया है तो फिर
Sir.
कंटिन्यू करें.
कौन है समा बंदी? Who is saying समा बंदी है?
Sir, actually, tomorrow
Sir,
is
बहुत
the
second हो रहा है.
so we can watch tomorrow.
क्लास खत्म हो चुकी है.
देखना है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. सर जिन्हें नहीं देखना उन्हें क्लास से हटा दो, हम देख लेंगे.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं बोलते. कल देखते हैं ना? कल हम लोग आज ही देखना है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ कल देखते हैं. कल देखते हैं ना.
No, sir.
No, sir.
क्यों?
Yes, sir.
देखो अभी तक जो देखा है उसको थोड़ा कंटेम्पलेट करते हैं. अबाउट हिज लाइफ, अबाउट हिज जर्नी. ठीक है, यहाँ से शिकागो जाने की जर्नी. यू सॉ द डिफरेंस. वो जब इंडिया में थे तो कैसा था. देन ही वेंट शिकागो. नोबडी वाज आस्किंग, nobody was giving any importance to him, but suddenly when he became famous, then all doors were open for him. And even if all doors were open, he got so much fame. He was still feeling for his people. So that was the intense quality he had. Though अब आज हम लोग जो quote पढ़ रहे थे, it was about give and do not expect. And that comes to the bhav of seva only. So he says that you do not see God in the image, you see God in the human beings. तो ऐसे स्वामी विवेकानंद जब फेमस हो गए तो उन्हें अपने घर की याद आ रही है, उनको अपने देश के लोगों की याद आ रही है. वो अभी भी उतनी पुअर कंडीशन में है. उनको ये दिख रहा है कि इस कंट्री में सब कुछ है. यहाँ के लोगों के पास बहुत पैसा है, हर चीज बहुत अच्छा है, इनके पास कंफर्ट है, इनके पास लग्जरी है. बट इंडिया में एक टाइम के लिए खाने के लिए लोगों के पास अनाज नहीं है. तो ही इज वेरी डिस्टर्ब. तो उसके बाद ही रिटर्न टू इंडिया. और इंडिया के बाद आने के बाद उन्होंने क्या किया वो भी हम देखेंगे कल. ठीक है
Sir, today.
कल देखते हैं.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow, please. Sir,
tomorrow.
today.
अच्छा आज सुनो ना.
Please tomorrow. Sir, tomorrow.
हाँ tomorrow. अच्छा मैं अभी क्या बोलते हैं.
सर इवनिंग में दिखा दो ना.
इवनिंग में. अच्छा इवनिंग में we have a session again. We have some guests coming in the evening. So we have a session on entrepreneurship. Okay.
Sir, once again.
Entrepreneurship.
Guest coming.
Entrepreneurship.
Sir, पहले फिर वो साइंस के एक्सपर्ट है. आज एक और गेस्ट आएंगे शाम में.
हाँ कल जो आए थे वो तो ड्रामा और थिएटर था. आज जो आएंगे वो उनका बैकग्राउंड बताता हूँ मैं. आज जो आएंगे वो उनकी एक दिल्ली बेस्ड कंपनी है जो कि स्कूल चिल्ड्रन के साथ काम करते हैं. और जो बच्चों के आइडियाज हैं, अगर उनके पास कुछ आइडियाज हैं तो उनको हेल्प करते हैं नर्चर करने में. और स्कूल्स में, कॉलेजेस में बहुत से ऐसे प्रोग्राम करते हैं जहाँ पे बच्चे जो जिनके अपने कुछ आइडिया, जो कुछ क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं, उनको हेल्प करने में मदद करते हैं। एंटरप्रेन्योर का मतलब पता है क्या होता है?
Yes, sir.
क्या होता है?
Businessman.
Yes, sir.
बताओ क्या होता है? गौतम।
So entrepreneurship would mean anybody or any one who opens any business or company, and it is most common source of income.
Okay. Okay. All of you think that entrepreneurship means opening business? Is there anyone who says no, entrepreneurship means this as well? Anushka, sorry.
Sir, entrepreneur means a business person and entrepreneurship means like business.
Okay. Then what's the difference between a businessman and entrepreneur?
Sir, I think entrepreneurship is a charity that has it's a kind of. Sir, I think that it is a kind of like charity that helps children with upcoming their ideas.
Okay. Not exactly that difference, but I'll tell you, entrepreneur could be anyone.
Sir,
Yes.
then I want to tell that, but just someone before said that entrepreneur is an idea to help children's idea build. Sir, that is twinklepreneur, little entrepreneurs.
Yes. 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 So entrepreneur is a person who basically identifies a problem and finds solution, and especially those problems which are quite common in our societies, and he creates an opportunity for other people to also join hands with him and try to resolve the problem and find solution, new creative solution. Okay, so it does not mean that you just have to do business. You can do anything to become an entrepreneur. You can do your own work. You can start helping people. You can start your own small organization where you are helping people, or you are doing some work and finding creative solution to any common problem. So it can be anyone, and they will organize some activity for you, and they will give you some ideas. You will be divided into groups, and we will send you in Zoom rooms, and where you will discuss your ideas, and you will come up with creative business ideas or solution to a lot of problem. Like for example, one problem that is maybe related to water. Okay, water is very essential component in our life. So Delhi में water को हम लोग कैसे conserve करें? Maybe that could be the idea. Another idea could be vegetables जो हम लोग खाते हैं, उसके जो छिलके होते हैं, वो हम लोग फेंक देते हैं. तो उसका हम क्या use कर सकते हैं? You will think like this. You will think creatively and come up with solutions. It will be an interesting session today. मजा आएगा आप लोगों को. Okay, okay dokie. तो हम लोग मिलेंगे इवनिंग में. सब लोग टाइम से ज्वाइन करना.
सर
मूवी कल देखेंगे.
सर
अच्छा, कल देखेंगे. कल देखेंगे.
आज
कल 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 कल.
आज 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 आज
ठीक है, कल देखेंगे. कल देखेंगे. अभी और भी चीज करेंगे.
दिखा दो.
अभी
आज देखना है.
अच्छा सुनो, कल हम लोग का सेशन इवनिंग का जो है उसमें म्यूजिक सेशन है. ठीक है, तो अगर कोई बच्चा म्यूजिक में कुछ करता है, कुछ इंस्ट्रूमेंट प्ले करता है, तो हमको रीच आउट करना. अगर आप इफ यू प्ले एनी इंस्ट्रूमेंट और इफ यू आर इनटू सिंगिंग, चाहे वो इंस्ट्रूमेंट तबला हो, फ्लूट हो, पियानो हो, एनी इंस्ट्रूमेंट, तो उस दिन कुछ बच्चे जो म्यूजिक में अच्छा करते हैं उनको भी मौका मिलेगा. और आज अगर किसी के पास कुछ भी आइडिया है, अपना कुछ बताना चाहता है, वो कुछ शेयर करना चाहता है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स का सॉल्यूशन है उसके पास, I'll tell you one example of one IQF ambassador, just like you people. He was also part of previous such programs, and he came up with a solution for the क्या बोलते हैं, what do you call them? He made a chair. Okay, that chair he called it a spider chair. The spider chair was That chair used to help people who cannot walk properly, और विकलांग होते हैं ना, जो लोग चल नहीं सकते हैं, जो सीढ़ियों पे नहीं चल सकते because they need support. Wheelchair you cannot take wheelchair on stairs. So he came up with a solution for such people, and it has got one motor and one button, and when he presses it, then वो wheelchair सीढ़ियों पे चढ़ती है ऐसे. तो he was IKF ambassador. अभी तो वो आपकी उम्र में थे, अभी वो he is in class 11th now. तो such kind of examples I'm talking about. And अगर आप लोगों के पास भी कुछ ऐसा solution है, even if you have designed something, created something, and you want to take it to a different level, they will help you out, and they will organize a program. आप आज जो program करेंगे, और उसमें जिनके अच्छे ideas होंगे, they will consider those ideas and they will help you. If you want to take to a next level, they will help you to take those ideas.
सर
Yes.
सर मैंने गेम बनाया है.
क्या बनाया?
गेम.
क्या?
सर मैंने गेम बना के रखा है. बुरा नहीं बना.
Drone.
सर गेम.
अच्छा game. Okay. Digital game है.
सर वो सारे लोग ऑनलाइन खेल सकते हैं. मैं भी पूरा बनाऊंगा आज.
Oh. Very nice. बढ़िया. ठीक है.
सर मैं उसको लैपटॉप में बना रहा हूँ.
ठीक है, जब आएंगे तो बताना.
सर सिंगिंग के लिए क्या करना है वैसे?
सिंगिंग के लिए सिंग करना है.
नहीं सर, मतलब इवनिंग क्लास आज वाली में आना है या फिर कौन सी इवनिंग क्लास में?
कल की इवनिंग क्लास में. We have invited 3 people connecting all the way from different locations. One is connecting from Hyderabad, another one is connecting from Delhi, and third one is also, I think, from NCR region only. So 3 people, very young, just like you. They started maybe their musical journey. They know tabla, they know flute, they know piano, they know singing, all these things.
सर आज जोई एंड वीवू क्यों नहीं आए?
आज जोई एंड वीवू क्यों नहीं आए? बिकॉज आज जोई एंड वीवू थोड़ा थक गए हैं, क्योंकि वो फाइनल डे की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, जो कि है संडे को. तो उनको प्रिपरेशन करने देते हैं, उसके बाद वो संडे को मिलेंगे. बिकॉज आप लोग जो इतनी अच्छी मेमोरी क्रिएट कर रहे हो, रोज आके इतनी नई नई चीजें सीख रहे हो, तो वो सारी मेमोरीज को वो कलेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं अलग अलग जगह से. तो उनको टास्क दिया है मैंने. तो दे विल कम एंड मीट यू ऑन संडे, एंड लॉट ऑफ पीपल विल कम ऑन दैट डे. ठीक है. हम लोग एक बैनर भी शेयर करेंगे कि फाइनल डे का बैनर क्या है, और कुछ बच्चों को मौका भी मिलेगा अपने थॉट्स शेयर करने का. तो मे बी दे कैन स्टार्ट राइटिंग व्हाट दे आर लर्निंग इन दिस विवेकशाला कैंप. अगर उनके थॉट्स हमें अच्छे लगे तो हम उनको फीचर भी करेंगे विवेकशाला की जो मूवी बनेगी उसमें. ठीक है. वो संडे को इवनिंग में होगा वो सेशन. ओके. तो मिलते हैं आज शाम को. टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ. अच्छे से खाओ, मजे करो, उसके बाद आराम से नींद लो, और 5 बजे आ जाओ. 5 मिनट पहले आना. अच्छा लारिका, would you give me a call on my number or a message? I need to discuss something. Okay? Chalo. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye everyone.